A lot of men should not be having sex, and especially without a condom, because they cannot afford it. They cannot afford the responsibilities that come with potentially getting a woman pregnant. And that is a problem. If you have a problem with, probably having to pay child support, then you shouldn't be having sex and slinging your little thing around, my guy. You need to be celibate until you can afford to actually take care of children, because a lot of y'all, that's what's happening. Your pull-out game is weak, and you're having babies that you don't want to take care of. And furthermore, child support is simply supporting your child. Child support is just financially providing for your child. There is nothing bad about child support. If you think supporting your child financially, or even supporting the mother of your child, who is taking care of the well-being of your child, you are the problem. Hey you guys, what's up? It's me, your girl, Akia Tiffany, back with another Hot Topic video. And the Hot Topic this week is going to be about Season 2, Episode 6 of The Impact Atlanta. Basically, I was just so disappointed in Ari's dad. Like, he was giving low life energy. Like, he's just such a low life. He just seemed to not be interested in being a father at all. I thought it was very sickening. It was just giving very much like, okay, what now? Are you done yet? Dang. Like, anytime, like, she was saying something, or just while they were conversing, he just seemed very dismissive and rushed. Like, he just wanted to hurry up and get out of there. He just seemed very emotionless, like no emotions at all. He just wasn't available emotionally for his daughter. And he just seemed like he has no regrets of not being in Ari's life. And I thought that was very sad. Like, she was pouring her heart out to him, being pretty vulnerable, and he just didn't give two damns. It was just all about him. His excuse was horrible. Like, it was just, hey, I was sleeping around. Your mom just happened to be one of those girls, and when she got pregnant with you and your sisters, I pretty much just didn't want to take on the responsibility. He said things like, I wanted to live my life. He said things like, oh, well, I was paying child support, as if that was enough. Like, it takes more than paying child support to be involved in a child's life. You need to be there in every way, not just financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Like, you need to be there in all forms. And a lot of men fail to realize that fact. It was just very cringy to see him complaining about having to do what a parent should do, especially when it came to paying the child support. Like, he brought up money a lot. He brought up money a lot while talking to his daughter, which was very sickening and weird to me as a father, especially a father that has lacked in a lot of areas. And yeah, it just made me think of, I remember there was a time where, like, on social media, especially Instagram, there was this challenge that everybody was doing where they would, like, spread out dollar bills and spell, like, certain things. So, like, I think Young Miami, like, for example, she spelled out, like, broke with dollar bills and posed in the picture. And then, like, other people will, like, spell out other words and pose in the picture. It was funny. It's just like a little cool trend, funny thing that was going on that everybody was doing. And I remember 504 spelled out fuck child support. And I thought that was so weird. Like, it just made me think of all the men that I've ever seen. And it's usually a certain type of men. You could get the hint if you could catch it, and if you don't, you don't. But I noticed there's usually a certain community of men that complain about having to pay child support. And I feel that that's very weird. I actually think child support is a good thing. Now, before I start on this take, but given my point of view, let's be clear. I'm not a mother, so no, I don't suffer from single baby mother syndrome or anything of that nature. And my father never had to pay child support. My mom never wanted it from him. So I just want to make those two things clear, just in case there's any men that come across this video and feel, it's coming from a personal, better place or something. It's not. But I do feel that child support is a good thing. And the reason why I feel like it's a good thing, why would any good man and good father of substance and good character have an issue with paying any amount towards their child? I just don't see how that adds up. Children are very, very, very expensive. I don't need to have a child physically myself to know that. I have nephews, I have nieces, I have little cousins, I have aunts, I have friends. I have, friends and cousins with babies. I don't need to have a child. It's not rocket science to see that taking care of children is highly expensive. It is highly challenging. There is no limit to it. When you literally add up all the expenses, it's just nonstop. So when I see a man complaining about paying child support, I get confused because I'm just like, even with the amount that you're paying, majority of the time it's still not even enough, but at least you're doing your part. Why would you complain about having to do your part? It just doesn't make sense to me. I think another thing that's cringy is, say if, there's a father that pays child support and then their child asks for some money. I would see a lot of bitter fathers say things like, oh, well, no, I did my part already. Don't ask me for no money. Go ask your mama for some money. And I think that's a weird response because it's like, once again, it is so expensive to take care of a child. Even from my own experience of living by myself with no kid and nobody, just by myself, food alone, just by eating healthy fruits and veggies, just eating healthy plant-based foods, I was spending almost $400 a month just on myself alone in the grocery store. And there's no processed food in that cart. I'm talking just fruits, veggies, whole grains, things of that nature. Stuff really adds up. And I'm just one person. I could only imagine if I had a child, how much more that would be. You just think about it: food, body care, clothes, bills, toiletries. There's so many things. And then to make it worse, kids grow fast. So even when you buy clothes, it's not like us as an adult where we can make our clothes last a long time. With these kids, you have to keep getting them bigger sizes and bigger sizes because they're growing all the time. Things aren't steady. I just don't see how they don't get it. I would even see if they're paying child support, they'll be so concerned about what the mother of their child is doing with the money. That's not for them to worry about. As long as you did your part, that's between the mother and God what she's doing. And if you feel that something really is being done wrong, if you really cared, you will make sure you fight to take care of your child and get custody of your child. If you're not getting custody of your child, then the mother's not bad. That's how I look at it, period. You're mad if you're paying child support and you see the mother get a new car. Well, your child needs a car to drive around in. Everything that the mom does to take care of herself, it falls back on the child. So you should want the mother of your child taking care of themselves, because when they're good, the child is good. You know, she can't be a great mom if she's not taking care of herself. So that's why it's very important for men to make conscious and wise decisions when sleeping around with women. You know, like, even if you're not the type that doesn't want to wait until you're in something serious or wait till marriage or whatever it may be, you know, you need to be careful with who you're sleeping with. If she doesn't have the potential to be fit for a good mother or a good wife, maybe you shouldn't sleep with her at all, or at least use a condom. You know, start wrapping up more, start using protection. But it's like, there needs to be more ways to prevent having children if you don't want to have children. Like, I don't understand how a man can have like literally 20 kids, different baby mothers, and then they're complaining about it. Like, that doesn't make sense. Put on a condom. It's that simple. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm just tired of hearing fathers complain about having to pay child support. It's necessary and it's needed. You know, I think it should be mandatory, and I don't see the issue. I think men need to stop complaining about having to be responsible for the responsibilities that they have created themselves. If you don't want that responsibility, then start being more wise and making wise decisions. It's that simple. Everybody's grown, and at your big age, you just shouldn't be doing things if you can't afford to do it. But yeah, I want to know, what are y'all opinions in the comments? Are you pro child support, or do you hate it? Are you not for it? Do you feel 50-50 about it? Do you get my perspective of where I'm coming from? Do you not get it? How do you feel about the whole Ari situation on the Impact Atlanta? How do you feel about her dad? Yeah, just let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.
You need to like picture that. My life was really at my job most of the time. Like, I work hella hours, 10 and 12-hour days till you became 18 years old.
That don't mean nothing.
That means something.
No. You weren't there for graduations. You weren't there for dances, for prom. I feel like it's completely like missing out on my life.
But I was chasing happiness too for myself. That's what I got caught up in.
So you got what you accomplished. You feel okay? No.
Because the reason
Because I'm off child support.
No, the reason
Let's take a shot today.
No.
That's bullshit. I feel like coming here and getting his side and hearing his truth is just kind of like a letdown for me.
Even though I don't like see you physically like we doing now, I'm strolling through Instagram and then I see a picture of you. I'm like, oh, okay, she doing all right. I don't even have to communicate with her. Damn, so